Liverpool losing 1-0 after a 7-0 victory against Manchester United, losing to bottom of the table Bournemouth, is as embarrassing as Man United losing 7-0.
Don't be daft.
I promise you.
We see 1-0. No, we see 1-0.
Let me explain.
No, but we see 1-0 results up and down the country all the time.
We do.
We never see 7.
But we don't see it on the back of a Liverpool beating Man United 7-0.
7-0
Hold on. And then the manager, the players, the fans come out and say we're going to get top 4. Some fans even tweeted me or into whatever saying we'll finish above United. And then they go and lose to bottom of the table Bournemouth. That's as embarrassing.
No. But listen, you drew with Southampton. You know you didn't lose.
I'm not talking about Man United. I'm not talking about Man United.
1-0 is nowhere near as embarrassing as 7-0.
I didn't say that.
No, you're saying beating you 7 and then losing to Bournemouth
is as embarrassing.
No, it's not.
Oh, it is.
That's not. 7-0 is.
You got Liverpool side that are trying to overcome a 5-2 defeat against Real Madrid to move on to the latter stages of the Champions League. They've beaten Man United 7-0, smashed them to pieces. Second half was absolutely ridiculous.
First half,
right? And then they go and lose on the back of that to build. They go and lose to bottom of the table Bournemouth. That's embarrassing.
No,
to say the
it's
least.
Poor from Liverpool, but still 7-0 was probably arguably one of the worst results you can have in football.
I didn't say it wasn't.
So
you're trying to
no,
connect,
but you're trying to say you're trying to kind of isolate the incidents by saying because they beat you 7-0. Losing 1-0 to Bournemouth is somehow more embarrassing than the 7.
No. Put it like this: if Arsenal beat Spurs 7-0, and then you went on to lose 1-0 at bottom of the table Bournemouth, that's as embarrassing.
No, it's not. I don't agree with it. I'd still be more embarrassed with the 7-0.
I'm telling you, you ask any Liverpool fan how they felt with the final whistle.
He doesn't agree with you.
But Ryan just, he's too young.
No, 1-0. They should have beaten Bournemouth, yes. They had the opportunity.
Should have beaten them. But this is a Liverpool side that were bad. We've got the best front three. We've replaced Mane.
Well, either way, 1, it's not as bad as 7 is disgusting. But Liverpool, I would have expected them to beat Bournemouth. But fair play to Bournemouth. I saw them when they came to the Emirates, man. Started off incredibly quick. Had Arsenal panicking. I thought Gary O'Neill that day against Arsenal set the game plan up perfect.
Yeah.
Hit you on the counter attack. Again, they had to ride their luck at times, but a bit fortunate with the goal off his. I think it was off his shin, Philip Billing. But he's a good player, And I think whatever happens to Bournemouth, I think he'll remain in the Premier League next season because I think he's got something. Scores good goals, but for Liverpool, after the 7-0 that they're giving you lot, I could not see anything else. I think I even predicted last week 5. You said to me 5. I said 5.
He did.
But this has been Liverpool's problem all season. When you look at their results, you all of a sudden you think, right, they're back to back.
8 games they've lost this season.
When they lost to Wolves 3-0, they went and beat Everton in the derby and Newcastle, and I thought, yeah, here we go. They get smashed by Real Madrid 5-2. They again draw with Palace. Then they beat Wolves 2-0. I think, right, this is where they put the run together. They then get beat by Bournemouth. They just can't seem to get that.
Why?
It happens. I mean,
why is there inconsistency? You said it happens. It shouldn't happen to Liverpool.
It shouldn't, but I think they are at the end now of their cycle where they need to now. In the summer transfer window is going to be huge for Liverpool with regards to what happens next season, with how strong a lot of teams are going to become next year. I think their transfer policy in the summer is going to be probably more vital than it's been in a long time, by the way, because they've had probably 5 years. They've won the absolute lot. They've been so good for so long. They're now at the point where if they don't want to get left behind, FSG have to put their hand in the pocket and back the club.
Where do they need to strengthen? So the way I see it is the front three, they've got choices now, and they're starting to look good.
They've got 5. Well, no, not sorry. I apologise. They've got 6.
Yes,
I know they're going to lose one in the summer, but Jota, Salah, Gakpo, Nunez, and Diaz.
Yeah.
And Firmino, but he's going. So they've got 5 there, so you're fine.
Okay, so that's fine.
Centre midfield is the biggest issue.
That for my money, that's where they. If you look at it in the defence, right, the fullbacks are going to stay. Van Dijk's going to stay. They're going to have to get rid of Matip and Gomez,
but keep Konate because I like Konate.
Yeah, okay, yeah, but they need to strengthen centre half.
Get one more in,
and that's where they need to strengthen is the middle of the park.
Middle of the park
completely.
But when you look at some of the players that are still there, so Arthur Melo just hasn't worked, so he'll go back.
Yeah.
Fabinho been so good for so long. He now looks like he hasn't got the legs. Yeah. Oxlade-Chamberlain's been there for a while. He hasn't.
Yeah, I feel for him. He's so many injuries.
So he's got to go. Naby Keita.
That's not what
a lot expected of him.
Loads.
Milner. I know he's a good servant, but I think if they want to go to the next level,
I agree.
Time to part ways. Joe Gomez. A couple of years ago, I thought Me too. Liked him. Nat Phillips as well. He's still there. Got to go. They need a serious rebuild in the summer. And FSG are going to have to do back Klopp. They're going to have to give him the money, and it's going to be a lot of money, by the way, because if they're in for people like Jude Bellingham. 150. If he goes, here's 150 for your transfer. Well, that's on one player.
Yeah,
they're
thereabouts. Yeah,
they're going to need more than that.
talkSPORT Drive with Andy Goldstein. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.